This is George with Simpler Times Homestead, and today I'm going to be making raised beds out of pallets. Here you can see some of the tools that you'll need to complete this project. In this case, we have a reciprocating saw with a demolition blade, and also we have a drill with a driver bit. That way we can screw the pallet boards together. I forgot to mention one other important piece of equipment, and that's safety glasses. You're going to want to wear these when using the saw and when assembling the pallet beds. Here we have one of the pallets that we're going to be using, laying up against our chicken yard. You can use pretty much any old pallet. These pallets here have an HT on them, which means they've been heat treated, so they have not been treated with any chemicals, so they're safe for use in gardening. So we're going to use the reciprocating saw, and we're going to cut the boards off this, and we're going to cut the uprights for the raised bed into 18-inch lengths. So what we did here is we cut 18-inch vertical pieces here for our raised beds, and there's 3 of them for this particular bed, and we're going to use that as the support to nail the pallet boards to. So when I turn this over, you can see what it's going to look like on the other side. And what we're going to do is we're going to nail 3 boards here, and that's going to leave us a little bit that's going to stick out at the very bottom. And that's at that point we're going to dig a small hole in the ground, and this is going to, these couple inches at the bottom are going to set right even with or into the ground, and that'll put the bottom of this planter bed level or even with the ground. Here we have one of the 3 sides already completed. We're going to make another side that looks just like this, and then we're going to take 3 more pallet boards and put them on either side of it to make a complete box. So we'll have a total of 12 pallet boards to make this raised bed. Now we have 2 of our sides done. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 6 more boards. We're going to stand these up, and we're going to nail them together, and that should give us our complete planting box. So here we have our 2 sides, and we're starting to put the 3rd side on. So I have this leaning up against something here just to stabilize it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the corners so they get square, and then we're going to screw these in, and this will be our first board, and then we'll line up the 2nd and 3rd ones. It's important when you're putting these on that you try to use as straight and as whole pieces as possible. Sometimes pallets get a little cracked or warped or ruined or have knots in them, but it's important to try to use as straight a piece as possible when you're using these for the sides. So at the end of the project, here's what it looks like. 3 boards high, 18-inch vertical support pieces, roughly 3 feet 6 inches on each side, and we're gonna sink these corner posts or these upright posts into the ground, and then we'll be ready to start filling this and use it as one of our raised beds. This has been George with Simpler Times Homestead, reminding you that it's the simpler things in life that matter.